Wellness series. Last episode, it was more like an introduction to the series on naturopathy and yoga. From now on, we'll be focusing on specific and common issues all of us face in our day-to-day life, and of course, get expert advice from and tips from Dr. Kitana and Pranjal.
I've been having this neck and shoulder pain, and I did not realize that why I was having this pain, because maybe did I sleep in a funny position, or I wasn't even sure. Later, I came to know from my doctor, because I had to go. It went to a point like I had to seek a consultation. So when I went to the doctor, and he said, like, because of over usage of computer and constantly bending down and typing like this, or using the phone and doing this action. So what do you guys have to say about this?
So I get
Def-
this complaint a lot from a lot of my students. This is, I think, the most common one. And I don't even want to say I get this complaint a lot from my students. I had this same problem myself, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm taking all my yoga classes online. So I have a laptop in front of me. So it's a screen right in front of me. And I am sitting maybe on the floor or maybe on a chair, and I'm looking at the laptop. Sometimes I get so involved with, looking at a person in front of me that I go this way and I stay that way. And that causes that pain in the neck. And it's bad. I mean, I did not realize it at first. Even, practicing yoga for a long time, I still did not become aware of it that easily. You have to sort of correct yourself. So that's an interesting and common complaint nowadays, I guess.
feel, every complaint or every disease is to tell us, teach us something that we are not fine. So when we get a neck pain, we now, as you said, with the gadgets and all, the first thing what we have to, as Pranjal also was telling, is to become more conscious of our own self. To just look inside. So every time, see, when she was more into the teaching line, she just forgot herself. She was seeing how the patient was, I mean, the student was, and just looking into them, she forgot her neck. So what yoga says is just be conscious of how you are, how you sit, how you breathe, how you, talk, everything. Just be conscious.
So, and also I've heard that stress also causes neck pain.
Yes, yes. All the disease has an emotional root also. So
Mm.
even before it is manifesting on your neck, it will have its energies changed. Once the energy pattern changes, your mind starts to think differently, and once your mind starts to think in a different way, you start hurting certain areas of your body. So when you have a neck pain, do you know the reasons behind a neck pain? Yeah, of course, the posture is equally important. If you have not overused your neck on a bad posture, then the other reason could be the stress. So when you
Mm.
talk about neck is a organ, a part of your body where it indicates so much of flexibility. You are able to see what is behind you, right? With the neck, we do only this. So neck is a part of your body which is very flexible, and it is something which tells you to see behind what is happening or whatever it is, to look back. But when in our mindset, when we are not able to look back, when we are not able to be flexible, when there is more of stubbornness coming in, then this causes a stiffness in the neck, because this pattern of emotion affects certain energy channels in your body, which are passed through the neck, so the neck becomes weak. Same way when we worry is another emotion which causes neck pain. So when someone is so worried, maybe even for small thing they keep worrying, then they will slowly develop a neck issue. It is one emotion which affects the neck. So if you can change these emotions, how do you change emotions? So there
Very
comes
difficult. Very, very difficult.
so there comes the yoga, which can help you beautifully to change the emotions. And yoga will be aligned with acupuncture here. Say, for example, when you have a neck pain, your spleen channel, according to acupuncture, will be weak. Your small intestine channel, according to acupuncture, will be weak. Just strengthening these channels through yoga will help you.
But Pranjal, in your experience, have you come across anyone with the stress and then with the neck pain and shoulder pain and all that?
Definitely, definitely. So many people, they complain of shoulder pain or neck pain, and I ask them, have you been on the laptop a lot, or have you been sitting like this a lot? And they're like, no, I've not been doing that. Maybe some of them are just housewives and they're working around, the house a lot. They do a lot of stuff, so they don't get time to sort of, sit down this way to slouch or anything. So then, what can be causing that neck pain is, like Kirtana said, a lot of stress. You have to do this, you have to do that around the house, and all of this causes stress on your brain. And to me, it seems like the first part that is very, very connected to your brain directly, to your mind directly, is your neck and your shoulders, which is like, right under it. And that's what first, physically, the stress manifests first in that way, is what I think. And the moment I ask them to make a few changes, like just trying to pull the shoulders back or trying to work on the neck a little bit, just moving the neck around a little bit, that reduces the neck pain quite a lot.
Okay, coming to the specific question, like Pranjal, both of you can answer this question. So what are the yoga poses that really helps with the neck and shoulder pain?
So very, very simple and easy thing that you can do for neck pain is just move it around a little, just maybe from side to side, maybe just do an up and down movement. It's going to help release those muscles, those tightened up muscles in the neck and the shoulders. If you just move your shoulders, just do this, it's going to help relieve the shoulders and the upper back. So all these parts, since they are connected to each other so intimately, just doing a little bit of movement for all of them is going to help as a complete sort of package for the neck and shoulders. So I would suggest just do this whenever you can. If you realize, like I suggest for some of my clients, I just ask them to put a timer. And if you're working on your laptop for a very, very long time, just put a timer for an hour or half an hour, and which will remind you that, okay, move your neck a little bit, move your shoulders a little bit. So sort of incorporating these very small movements, very small sort of things in your daily life is going to help you quite a lot.
So, Kitra, do you
Yes.
advise anything specific poses or anything specific in your course of treatment?
Yes. Also, along with, as Pranjal was telling us, a little bit of neck and shoulder exercises, and along with that, um, wood chopping pose. The actual name is Kasta Takshasana. Even that helps in actually releasing all the stress on your upper back, shoulders, and your neck. And if you practice it, for those who are not having a neck pain, also it is a preventive one to strengthen your neck. Second pose is Dvikonasana. Again, this pose helps in strengthening your small intestine channel, which is a fire channel which will help you to relax the stiffness of the neck and when your people will say they are not able to turn the neck, move it up. So such complaints can be avoided if you practice Dvikonasana. And Bhujangasana also helps in strengthening your spleen channel. So once your spleen channel is getting better, the worry pattern of a person, he gets improved on that level. So it is to make a change on his mental setup.
Okay, I want to say something very, very important here. Ketana is a doctor, like practicing doctor. Pranjal is a yoga practitioner and teacher. They have a lot of experience. They are giving us tips and their advice, expert advice. But please follow all these things, whatever we are going to be suggesting, we are offering here. But if you are not getting all right, I think it's a good idea to consult your doctor. So I think that's very, very important. Right?
Yes, I would like to add here is that if you're practicing any sorts of yoga poses and you haven't done them ever before, I would suggest not just to watch a video and just go to a class. Like we do in My Yoga Teacher, we have live interaction with the students where we can correct the students if they are going wrong. Even if you have neck pain and you do some of these poses in the wrong manner, it can cause you more neck pain and it will cause you more pain in the long run. So it is always better to have someone who has a little bit of experience to be supervising you, someone who is actually there with you or who is online watching you while you're performing the poses.